We last examined Air New Zealand's fleet in September 2022, making it about 3 years to the day that we're taking another look at the carrier. Growth has been minimal, but there have indeed been some changes over those past 3 years. Let's see what's new. And so, at a glance, using data from planespotters.net, there appear to be 115 aircraft currently in the Star Alliance members' fleet. This consists of 31 ATR-72-600s, 23 de Havilland Canada DHC-8-300s, 17 A320-200s, 6 A320neos, and 14 A321neos. For wide bodies, the carrier continues to go all Boeing, with 10 777-300ERs and 14 787-9s. And so, what's changed over the past 3 years? Well, on the narrow-body side, the carrier has since gained an additional 2 ATR-72s and 7 A321neos. It has 1 fewer A320-200. And when it comes to wide bodies, the airline has added 3 more 777-300ERs. So where did these aircraft come from? Well, we can see that the ATR-72s are brand new from the ATR factory in Toulouse. One turboprop was delivered in December 2024, while the other very recently arrived in September 2025. Both aircraft took the same multi-hop journey from France to New Zealand. While it's not quite fleet data, you might be interested to know how these small aircraft got halfway around the world with their limited range. So, going from Toulouse, they made stops at Heraklion, Riyadh, Muscat, Hyderabad, Kuala Lumpur, Denpasar, Darwin and Brisbane, with the final destination being Christchurch. According to gcmap.com, the shortest possible distance that includes all these airports would be 10,844 nautical miles. But we digress. Getting back to the origin of Air New Zealand's other relatively new aircraft, it shouldn't be any surprise that the carrier's A321neos are factory fresh like the ATRs. What is rather unfortunate, however, is that many of these aircraft have spent extended periods of time in storage, which we're guessing has to do with the ongoing Pratt & Whitney engine supply chain issues. One A321neo has been stored for over a year now, having been sent to Alice Springs in August 2024. Another has been there since September 2024, so not much better. Another has been at Alice Springs since June 2025, while another has been stored at Christchurch since May 2025. The records of the jet Zulu Kilo Oscar Yankee Bravo look pretty bad, as you can see that the jet was stored and returned to service numerous times since about October 2023. At present, 5 of Air New Zealand's 14 A321neos are parked, meaning that its gains in new airframes haven't really been gains in capacity. Instead, the new deliveries are simply helping the airline to maintain its operations as other aircraft stay on the ground. While Air New Zealand hasn't taken delivery of any new Dreamliners since our last fleet video, this part of the carrier's aircraft collection has also been experiencing engine issues. These aircraft utilise Rolls-Royce's Trent 1000 engines. While some airlines have had their A320neo family jets impacted by Pratt & Whitney engine issues, and other airlines are suffering from Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 issues, it's sadly a double whammy for Air New Zealand. But getting back to fleet changes, Air New Zealand's recently added 777-300ERs came to the airline in October 2023, May 2024 and September 2024. All 3 are ex-Cathay Pacific, just like a few of Qatar Airways' 777-300ERs. And then, in case you were wondering, the A320-200 that was retired was registered Zulu Kilo Oscar Juliet Mike and exited the fleet in September 2022. It was stored in Roswell, New Mexico a month later and broken up/scrapped shortly after that. But moving on to more positive topics, Air New Zealand unveiled its first fully retrofitted 787-9 Dreamliner in May after completing a 184-day retrofit in Singapore. The jet features a redesigned cabin layout, including the airline's new first-class-like product, Business Premier Luxe. This is the airline's first new onboard product in over 15 years. The upgrade is part of Air New Zealand's wider cabin renewal program, with 7 aircraft to be completed by the end of 2025. The updated 787-9 features redesigned seating across all cabins, larger in-flight entertainment screens, wireless charging, and upgraded lighting. Business Premier Luxe will see 4 premium seats located at the front of the cabin. All seats feature an 80-inch lie-flat bed, a fully closing door for added privacy, expanded space, a 24-inch 4K display, and an ottoman that doubles as a guest seat. These seats will be available as a paid seat selection when booking a Business Premier ticket. Greg Foran, CEO of Air New Zealand, said, "This is the first ever full nose-to-tail retrofit of a 787-9 Dreamliner. We've completely reimagined the experience of flying with Air New Zealand, incorporating elegant design elements, innovative Kiwi touches, and features informed by feedback from thousands of customers. The premium economy cabin has been redesigned with a fixed outer shell, which allows passengers to recline without impacting the seat behind. Each seat includes side wings to enhance privacy and additional storage to improve functionality. In economy, updates include 50% larger in-flight entertainment screens, new snack trays, and the introduction of Economy Stretch, a paid seating option offering increased legroom. The aircraft features new digital systems across all cabins. Passengers will have access to 4K high-definition screens with Bluetooth audio pairing and the option to use mobile devices as remotes. Additional functions include personalized watch lists, flight tracking, and picture-in-picture viewing. Now, future 787s are set to feature the airline's most anticipated innovation yet, SkyNest, the world's first lie-flat sleep pods designed for economy class. Each SkyNest unit includes 6 bunks arranged in a stacked configuration, 3 on either side, with a central ladder providing access to the upper beds. The pods are modelled after capsule hotel-style sleeping arrangements and are intended for short rest sessions during long-haul flights. SkyNest was introduced all the way back in 2020, and COVID was one reason for the delayed rollout. Other reasons have extended delays of this product, but the plan is to install SkyNest on 2 787-9s from early 2026 onwards. The airline is also retrofitting its Boeing 777 fleet. According to Air New Zealand's Chief Commercial Officer Jeremy O'Brien, the Boeing 777's retrofit will improve the premium product and offer much-needed consistency across all the airline's premium cabins. In a statement, O'Brien had this to say: "We won't put the luxe into the 777s, but we will absolutely change out that herringbone seat because we're holding on to those aircraft a little bit longer." It is important to note that the Luxe suites that O'Brien refers to are the extremely spacious Business Premier pods that will be in service on the airline's Boeing 787s. The process of upgrading these aircraft is set to begin around 2028, and it'll take about 18 months to 2 whole years. At the same time, the decision for the carrier not to retrofit its Boeing 777 fleet with the top-of-the-line Luxe suite is undeniably fascinating. This mostly stems from the fact that the Boeing 787 Dreamliner is the largest and most critical piece of the airline's long-haul network, and the airline plans to keep it in service for over a decade. As the late 2030s come around, Air New Zealand is looking to have its wide-body fleet consisting exclusively of Dreamliner aircraft. However, until the Boeing 777 is ultimately retired, the carrier wants to have some consistency in its premium cabins. So, what do you think of Air New Zealand's fleet, its engine troubles, and its long-haul cabin upgrades? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. Visit simpleflying.com.